Now this question says that the box plot gives information about the distribution of weight of bags on a plane. Okay, now this is the box plot. Now Jean says that the heaviest bag weighs 23 kg. She's wrong. Explain why. Then write out the median weight, work out the interquartile range of weights. And this other question says there are 240 bags on the plane. Work out the number of bags with a weight of 10 kg or less. Okay, this takes us to a topic I titled box plot. Now, what is box? Okay, it's actually called box and whisker plot. Okay, now what is actually this box and whisker plot? It's just a diagram that is used to display information, okay, about range, median, and quartiles. Okay, so it is a diagram used to display information about range, median, and quartiles. Okay, now if for example you're given some values, maybe you're given that the highest value is 90, the lowest value is 15, okay, and then you're given that the median is 44, the lower quartile is 25, the upper quartile is 67. Okay, and you're asked to represent these in a whisker and box plot. Okay, now you first start. Now normally we actually use a graph or a line, a calibrated line to do this. First of all, let me calibrate in fives. Okay, so we'll have about, let's say this is 0, and this is 5, this is 10, this is 15, this is 20, this is 25, this is 30, this is 35, this is 40. Okay, it won't be enough, or let me change it to 10. This is 10, this is 20. Now you normally be given the calibrations to plot on. This 25, this 30, this 35, this 40, this 45, this 50. It won't even be enough for this. Okay, let's have that. We'll have here as 55, and here as 60, here as 65, or okay, this is in 10, this 20, this 30. Oh, sorry, my mistake. 30, this should be 40, this should be 50. Is equally calibrated, please. This should be 60, this should be 70, this should be 80, this should be 90. Okay, 90. Now we're told that our lowest value is 15, so 15 will be in between this and this. We'll make our mark there. Now we're told that after a lowest value you have the lower quartile. Okay, so we're told that our lower quartile is 25, so this 25 here, make our mark, so you join the line. Okay, sorry about my joining. Now these are lowest value, these are lower quartile. You have it this way. Okay, now we are told that our median is 44, so you have 40 here, probably here. Okay, we make our mark. And we're told that our upper quartile is 67. We have 60 here. Maybe 67 should be somewhere here. We make our mark. And we're told that the highest value is 90. This should be 90 here. This is 75. This is 60, 70, 80, 90. This should be 90 here, okay? Now we'll make our mark. Now we're going to join this. They should be equal, please. This is your median. Up to here, okay? Just join it up to here. Now, this is what our box plot is going to look like, okay? Now, in a box plot, this part represents the lowest value, okay? Now, this part represents the lower quartile. Now, this part represents the median. This part represents the upper quartile. And this part represents the highest value. Okay, that's just it about box plot. So if you're asked to find anything on it, it's just to go straight and pick it up once you know what each part on a box plot represents. Okay, now let's go back to this question. We're given this box plot and we're asked that Jean says that the heaviest bag is 23 kg. This is where 23 should fall, right here. Okay, this is the upper quartile. And she's saying that it's the heaviest bag. She's wrong. Explain why. She's wrong because the heaviest bag is 29 kg, not 23, because the upper quartile represents the heaviest bag. Okay, this is the highest value, so that's the heaviest bag. Okay, now we're asked to write down the median weight. This is the median weight. Once you know the line that represents the median weight, so this is 15, this is 16, this is 17, so the median weight is 17 kg. Okay, now the next one asks us to work out the interquartile range of the weights. What's interquartile range? Interquartile range is just this upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Let's write that down. Interquartile range. Upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Okay, now we have our upper quartile to be 21, 22, 20, to be 23 kg, minus, then our lower quartile is 10. Okay, this should be 13 kg. So our interquartile range is going to be 13 kg. Okay, now we're asked that there are 240 bags on the plane. Okay, the total of this is 240. Now we're asked to work out the number of bags with a weight of 10 kg or less. Now the number of bags with a weight of 10 kg or less. Now the number of bags with 10 kg or less. If you notice from this diagram, 10 kg and less is from the lower quartile, and the lower quartile is 1/4 of the whole diagram. Okay, now calculating that, you have 1/4 multiplying by the total 240 that we're given, 240/1. That's going to give you 60. So the number of bags with 10 kg or less are 60 bags. Now let's do this again. Now we know lower quartile is 1/4, median is 1/2, is half of the diagram. Okay, upper quartile is 3/4 of the diagram, then this is 4/4. This is the full diagram. Okay, now that's how they break down box plot. From the lowest value to the lower quartile is 1/4 of the diagram. From the lower quartile to median, okay, is another 1/4, but from the median to the lowest value is half of the diagram. Now median shows you that is 1/2 now, because it's in the middle. Now from the median now to upper quartile is another 1/4. When you add 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, that's how we got the 3/4. Okay, now from here again, to this end is another 1/4. So when you add it up, you have 4/4. Okay, that's the full diagram. Okay, so if we were asked that, if we are still giving this last question that there are 240 bags on the plane, and we're asked to find the number of bags that weigh maybe from here 23 kg and less. From here we know that this, from this point now, is 3/4 of the diagram. So we'll have 3/4 times 240/1. If this cancels out, it will be 60, so it will be 180 bags. Okay, so it depends on the portion of the diagram they're asking you to calculate. That's how you'll be able to calculate and find the correct answer. Now that's it for box plot. Box plot is just all about this diagram. If you're able to interpret it properly, know what each part stands for. This stands for the lowest value, this stands for the 1/4 value, that's the lower quartile. This stands for the median, that's half of the diagram. This stands for the upper quartile, that's 3/4 of the diagram. And this stands for the highest value, that's the full diagram. So that's it for box plot.